Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Today I played with the Boom MP and I've been playing with the Boom prototype, the Head U got this racket quite a lot before. I did a bit of a review of that one. This one is the same frame pretty much, the specs line up perfectly. Alright, let's have a closer look at the prototype versus the retail version. The prototype is almost black in the sense, but they have the same nice Hydrosorb green grip. It says "you got this" on the side. That was the thing with this prototype. The other one looks a bit like a Bianchi bike brand. Not sure if that was the inspiration. As you see here, I had to add a bunch of lead tape to get this prototype to play stable. They spec'd out pretty much the same. I just felt like the retail version felt a little bit more powerful and stable, even though the specs were pretty much similar. So that was a bit surprising to me why that was. And as you can see, the 600 CPI scale, that's the power rating from Head. 1000 is the max, 100 is the lowest, and 600 is a power frame, but it's not as powerful as some of these oversized extended length rackets that veterans are more, into. Specs are listed on the side here with my shoddy camera work. It's 24mm beam, 1619 pattern, 100 square inches, 315mm balance. So let's check the swing weight. I think that's pretty interesting. I have my Head 3-in-1 machine here, as you can see. And these are unstrung specs, so good to keep that in mind. So 30 points around extra when you add strings. We'll see where we end up. 275.5, so around 276. That is pretty low. Add 30 points and you're up to 306 with strings. That's approximately the case. If you add the thicker gauge strings, it will be, a higher rating usually. And some strings are just heavy or more dense. Some strings are generally pretty light. So depends on the string, but it will be a pretty low swing weight for the Boom MP, which is not surprising. The 295 grams and the 31.5 centimeter unstrung balance, the swing weight was supposed to be pretty low. And it gives you room for customization, but if you're not into that, maybe it will be a little bit anemic, bit unstable. But we'll see. Let's also put it on the scale to check the unstrung weight, see how close it is to on spec. Yeah, it's 3 grams below spec. That's nothing outrageous. It's within the quality control, agreement from the manufacturer where they give you a guarantee of plus minus 7 grams. It's way too much in my opinion, but that's the standard thing. The balance was pretty much spot on, maybe 31.3 centimeters. A bit hard for you to tell, but that's the rating I got when I used it on this balance board on the Head 3-in-1 machine. Last but not least, the strung weight 310 grams with grapple snake strings and a 305.5 swing weight. So as expected. It's pretty much on spec, swing weight pretty low. I'll get into the specs, putting it on the Head 3-in-1 machine. But what I felt with the prototype was that I needed to add a bunch of lead tape to this racket to make it be more stable. It didn't feel quite the same today. I felt like I could get more free power with this frame. I didn't need that extra stability so much. Might be the string. As I've said in my previous videos, the string makes a huge difference in many rackets. And for the Boom rackets, both the Pro and the MP, they seem to be quite string sensitive. So if you get the right string, it works much, much better. And the Boom MP today was just a very positive experience. I'm not saying I'm honeymooning. I have a pretty good perspective of this frame. I tried the prototype quite a bit, but this one I felt like I dialed in the string choice pretty perfectly. Same happened with the Boom Pro. I went for a Head Lynx Tour there. This case I wanted to try the new grapple snake strings, so I went for a grapple snake. I think it was the Tour Sniper. That is very similar in feel, I think, to the Lynx Tour. A little bit softer, perhaps. Quite easy to string. These grapple snake strings, really like them from the first impression. I now tried both of them. And this one just played really nice together. It was very good mix of control. I got enough spin. I felt like I could swing out. Despite the low swing weight being around 310 with the dampener on, still felt like I could actually play pretty good tennis with this frame. I do like that it's 24mm and not 26 like the Pure Drives. It's towards that power frame, but not all the way there. I think Head has really hit the nail on the head with the Boom lineup now after playing with a lot more. I'm really been focusing, trying to understand this new racket lineup. and the more I play, the more I enjoy it. So that's a good sign. The Boom MP is actually quite a bit easier to use than the Boom Pro, although the Boom Pro might be my choice in the end. But I did really like the easy power, very effortless, to swing with that low swing weight and pretty headlight feel. So just a very enjoyable experience, easy to use, and not too much power, but still that kind of extra boost compared to the Boom Pro, for example. I got more out of this. The sweet spot is a bit bigger, it's a bit easier to use. The precision is not quite there, obviously, with a kind of mid-plus frame in the mid-range, but it's not all there as a power frame. It does have a bit more control. The feeling when it comes to comfort is just very nice. Did enjoy it quite a lot on serve. It seems like my shoulder is getting better. Many things aligned well, and I think that the Boom line, after playing extensively with the Pro and the MP now, is growing on me quite a bit. I think this could be a bestseller for Head. I think this is one of the better frames they've done, actually, playing with them, that will have a pretty wide audience, because you get that power, but it's not excessive. So I think, and the comfort is still there. So I think the Boom has really gone from being a so-so feeling for me to something a bit different. And I do enjoy the retail racket more than the prototype, even though the specs were pretty much the same, perhaps to that I found the string. And I think Lynx Tour style strings work really well in these frames. Like I said, I will get some more test sets of Lynx Touch, but I think that a bit stiffer string works well, because I get a bit more control, and that power that comes from the racket is a bit muted there, and the sensation when hitting is still pretty comfortable. So first impressions of the Boom MP, very positive, actually. Really had fun hitting with it today, and I've taken out the prototype many times. Haven't found quite the same enjoyment, perhaps due to the string. So now that I found the string for it, very good. This grapple snake string really reminds me of the Lynx Tour that I enjoy a lot in the Boom Pro. I feel like it's a completely different racket. So maybe the string might, solve the riddle of the Boom rackets. We'll see, but I will keep you posted. This is a first impression video, trying to do more frequent videos so you have a bit better insight to my process and my thoughts and how they go. But I was very, very happy to play with the Boom today. I didn't even want to go back to the Pro. I stayed with the MP for the full session. A sign for me, since I'm always bringing like 6 to 8 rackets to the court every day. I always love playing tennis, so I'm really keen to play with whatever racket I have in my bag. I really take a clear selection of what I choose. I usually restring and so on. And today I played the whole session with the Boom MP. Although I didn't really have to for review purposes or so, I've had enough hours total with these frames, but I just enjoyed it so much. I think that's a good sign that this racket line is heading in the right direction and has really been and will likely be a success. I think so, because they are really appealing to a lot of players. I think the MP has the widest base, of course, but still remaining pretty comfortable, which is the big issue mainly with these type of power rackets. It just finds that good balance of power, comfort, and some control. The Boom Pro will likely be my choice in the end, but this one was one of the best power in the middle, I call them tweeners, that I've played in a while. So check that out if this sounds like something for you. I will do a full review quite soon, but I need more hours before I do that. I'm always a bit worried about any honeymooning, or understanding different string setups and the like is very important when you're reviewing rackets. So Boom MP, 2 thumbs up for me. Really enjoyed this frame. Might not be what aligns with what I usually play, and I think the Boom Pro is better for my game, but this is one of the better easy to use rackets I've tried in a while. So definitely check it out if that sounds like something you'd like. And you can always have room for customization with these frames, since they're coming pretty low swing weight, pretty low weight overall. All right, that's it. I wanted to give you the first impressions. Hope you enjoy the videos, and we'll talk soon. If you want to support the work I do, check out patreon.com/tennisnerd. And if you want to buy something like a service, Top Court, Swing Vision, these kind of things, they're affiliates. The links are in the description below. Same with Tennis Warehouse Group, and so on. And most of all, I would love you if you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And please also let me know what kind of content you would like to see in the future. That would help a lot. Would you like to see more shorter videos? These shorts, I'm thinking about that, maybe doing 1 minute racket and string reviews, or other things like answering questions briefly. Let me know. I'm keen to get your feedback. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.